Once you've sanded everything smooth and they're even on both sides, and you've done that to all of your pieces, except for your arm, you're going to go back and you're going to start working on drilling. And for that, we're just going to need piece B and the arm. So C and E, A and D can be set off to the side for use for later. Your scraps, if you still have them, your instructor once again will let you know what to do with them. But we're going to be focusing on parts B and the arm. On your layout sheet, you'll notice on the back side, it has directions for finding our centers of our holes for the side B piece and the arm. You're going to be labeling or marking two different views when it comes to the arm. You're going to have what would be its side view and then what would be its top view. So there's going to be one hole in the top, 4 holes on the side. We're going to start with piece B. And once again, you're going to use either a pencil or pen, and you're going to make sure you have the tools for your station. I'm in station 8, so I have square number 8, ruler number 8. We're going to start with part B, and we're going to be measuring and marking the holes. We only need to do this on one side because we're leaving them taped together. We're going to drill through both pieces at the same time. Now, to do that, you're going to take your ruler and it's going to tell you 1.5 inches up. So you need to pick which side you want to be the bottom, which side you want to be the top. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to say this is my bottom, this is my top. I'm going to measure 1.5 inches up, and I'm going to make a mark. I'm then going to use my square once again, making sure that I have it flush. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a line straight down on that side. You're then going to measure, it says 3/8 of an inch up. If I look at my square, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what these little lines are. So I can simply leave the square on there and I can go 1, 2, 3 lines, and I can make a line going across for marking the center of my hole to be drilled. I'm then going to go to the other end and I'm going to measure down 2 inches and I'm going to make a mark. It then says go over 3/4 of an inch, 1, 2, 3 times. So I'm going to count 12 of those little lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 3/4, right? Because 3/4 in 16ths is 12 little lines. So I would do that same deal. Make a mark. Do the same deal one more time. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. I'm going to take my square, make sure I'm flush. I'm going to draw my straight line. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 little lines up. Make my plus sign. I'm going to do the same thing over here on the next line. And I'm just going to repeat that for all 4 of my marks. So I now have the hole at the bottom, and then I have 4 holes towards the top. On this side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write bottom. On this side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write top. That way I know which one's going to the bottom, which one's going to the top. The other thing I'm going to do, if I'm looking at it like this, I'm going to label this my left side, so I'm going to put an L on there. This side I'm going to mark with an R for the right side. So I got left, right. So when I go to put this together, that's going to be important. So once again, I got the bottom, I got the left, I got the right, and I got the top marked. This is now ready to drill. We're going to go ahead and mark our arm next. When it comes to your arm, One of these is going to be the side, and then one side is going to be the top. So you're going to go ahead, and I'm going to start with the side view. So I'm going to measure up 2 3/4 of an inch from this side. So I'm going to line up my ruler. I'm going to measure to the 2, and then I'm going to count 12 little lines again. And I'm going to make a mark at 2 3/4. I'm then going to count over 12 lines, and I'm going to do that 3 more times. Just make sure I got those right. I'm then going to go ahead, and I'm going to use my square, flushing up that edge. Once again, I'm going to make a line, making a plus at 3 lines up for 3/8 of an inch. One more time on the end. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 holes lined up and ready to drill on the side view. I now need to do the top view. You're simply going to take this piece and you're going to rotate it 1 time to the right, so those holes have gone from the top to the side. I'm now going to measure and mark the top. I take my ruler and it says 1/2 inch. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to measure over 1/2 inch. I'm going to take my square. I'm going to draw my lines straight up. I'm going to count 3 lines up, and I'm going to mark 3/8. If you want, you can write this as your top view, write this as your side view when it comes to laying out your holes for drilling. Now, this piece is now ready to drill along with this piece. You're going to use a separate drill press for piece B than you will for piece arm. So you will be told which drill press to use for the arm and which drill press or drill presses to use for part B. So you're going to drill 5 holes in here, 5 holes in the arm, but they're 2 separate drill presses.